Hope you had a fantastic Friday. I know I most definitely did. I just want to thank you all for taking the time to enjoy these inspirationals this week. I so enjoyed delivering them to you. I hope that you were blessed, empowered, inspired, and motivated to grow in your faith. So today's word from Jesus Calling for July 15th says, don't worry about tomorrow. This is not a suggestion, but a command. God commands us not to worry. Now, it's very hard for some of us not to do, and we just tend to take it on anyway, but listen to what he says. I divide time into days and nights so that you would have manageable portions of life to handle. My grace is sufficient for you, but its sufficiency is for one day at a time only. Guys, we just take on too much by carrying worry with us. We have to take things one day at a time, like God says. When you worry about the future, you heap day upon day of troubles on your flimsy frame. Well, isn't that something? God is letting us know that worry is weighing us down. You stack up under this heavy load, which I never intended for you to carry. He never intended us for it to carry anyway, so we just need to put it on down and just trust him. Throw off this oppressive burden with one quick thrust of trust. Anxious thoughts meander about and crisscross in your brain, but trusting me brings you directly into my presence. Let's just enjoy the presence of God in our day and in our lives. As you thus affirm your faith, shackles of worry fall off instantly. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. Okay. Enjoy my presence continually by trusting me at all times. We got to trust in the Lord, guys. No matter what the circumstances, what the situation, whatever we may go through, we just have to let go of worry, let go, and let God. So, on to my email devotional today. This one's titled Foggy Morning. And today really started out as a foggy morning, but I am so thankful that the sunshine came bright. It was hot, but it was there. I had an expectation today, and God delivered. So, it says, you've walked the route 100 times before, and yet one early morning, it is radically different. There is a thick fog in the air, and suddenly the world is not the same. Though the trees, the buildings, the lights, and the roads are where they have always been on a foggy morning, you experience them in a new way. Simply because there's an excess of moisture in the air, you cannot help but to see the world differently. The fog changes your perspective, and because of that change in perspective, life can feel more frightening or adventurous, mysterious or invigorating. The objective reality of life is important, but what matters more to you is your perspective, because your perspective determines the way you experience reality. Although there are limits to ways you can change reality, there are no limits on how you can change your perspective. Your response to any situation can be improved by choosing a motivating, empowering perspective. And that just may mean your response may not be anything. And that is empowering because maybe responding may not have the effect that you would like it to have, or maybe it can have a negative effect, or maybe one that doesn't serve you for the day. So not to have a reason to respond can sometimes just be empowering by itself. Success comes not from what you get, but from what you think about it and do with it. Raise your perspective to the most positive one you can. Imagine, and your life will reflect that choice. So wow, this foggy morning turned out to be a day of expectancy for me. I was tremendously blessed. God gave me what I prayed for. I had to patiently wait for it, and it was so well worth the wait. So I just tell you, wait on God. It's worth the wait. I hope you guys had a fabulous week. Have a blessed and wonderful and safe weekend, and I will see you guys on next week with something new. Talk to you soon. God bless.